Good morning. Sunday morning. We're going to start spending a little bit more time together on Sundays. I like that. And I like that you guys, that many of you are getting something out of this time together, because I am. I learn when I teach and when I think out loud, and that this is basically what I'm doing with you. Over the last couple of weeks, I was, probably because it's the 4th of July, thinking about the Declaration of Independence, and it made me think about my 8th grade history teacher, Clarence Venus. I think that guy's a cowboy now. I see a lot of his posts, and seems like he's always wearing a cowboy hat and doing cowboy kind of stuff. But I have really good memories with Mr. Venus and the things that we learned in his class. But the part that we all know, that we've all memorized, is that part, that's, we hold these truths to be self-evident. They're self-evident. They don't need explanation. They don't need evidence or proof that all men are created equal. And they have these certain inalienable rights, which are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And those are no-brainers. We all believe those. And I get the first two, the life and the liberty part, but when it comes to the pursuit of happiness, that's where I get stuck, because if it's so evident, if it's so true that the Creator has given us these rights, the right to pursue happiness, why doesn't He just give us the right to be happy? Why does it have to be a pursuit? Why does it have to be something what we're always chasing after? Why can't it just be something that we're experiencing right now? And if you think about your life, think about how you've made it through your life to this point, isn't it hard for happiness to be a pursuit? Isn't it so frustrating? And haven't we learned by now that as long as happiness is a pursuit, that we're never going to achieve it? I mean, think about it. It helps me understand things when I think about kids, right? So those of you who have kids, Christmas time, you gave them the gift that they just, man, that's the only thing they ever wanted in life, right? They would have given their right arm to get that thing that you finally gave them, and now happiness is here. Now you never have to get them another gift, right? Isn't that right for you? That now your kids are perfectly happy after you gave them exactly what they thought they wanted that was going to make them happy. I mean, that's not true, is it? I mean, we give them a gift and they think that's the most important thing they could ever get out of life, and now they're going to be happy until version 2.0 comes out. And now version 1.0 doesn't make me happy. Matter of fact, it makes me sad. Right? And we can laugh about that until we start thinking about our adult lives, and what about that last thing that you got that you were sure was going to make you happy? And how do you feel now? How you doing with that? How you doing with happiness? Man, if I could just get that promotion, if I could just get that thing, if I could just get that relationship, if we could just have that child, if we could just get the stuff, if I could just get the money, then I'll be happy. And most of us have got it. At one point in our lives, we wanted exactly what we thought we wanted, and we got it, and it didn't give us what we thought it was going to give us. And that's always going to be the truth. That's always going to be the case. Happiness was never intended to be the result of something that you do or something that you get. Happiness was always supposed to be the beginning point. Happiness was supposed to be the fuel behind what we do, not the end result of what we do. And so as long as it's the end result, we're gonna constantly fall short in the happiness pursuit. So what I want to encourage you with is be happy right now. Be happy right now. You're in the moment right now, and you've got everything you've got everything you need to be happy, because happiness is a mindset. Happiness is a choice. Happiness and joy are things that are supposed to be available to you right now. I've become more and more intrigued with the life of Jesus over these last few years, because it seems to me that he came to show us how to live a really simple life. And one of the things that he came to show us was how to live in the now. He would say things like, don't worry about tomorrow. He would say things like, don't be afraid. And he would teach that heaven is not this far off place, that the kingdom of heaven is now. You can live a life right now that's fulfilling. And he did. I believe he did. And I really like that about him. I like to read about his life and see the simple things. And the simple things that he taught of how to be happy right now is fall in love with your life. Fall in love with the people that are around you. Fall in love with yourself. And you'll learn how to live a happy life, a joyful life in the moment. Joy and happiness, they just don't come by getting anything. And the more that we try to get those things, the more we attach our happiness to future events, we're just never going to get it. Because when we do that, then we bring fear into the equation. Like, now what if I don't get that? Now what if I don't get that job? What if I don't get married? What if we can't have kids? What if it doesn't happen? And now fear comes into play, and now we have to achieve it just to attain a level of happiness that we just now had before we even thought we wanted that thing. Does that make sense? So let me encourage you today to find your happiness, find your joy right now. Find your fuel in life right now. Look around you, look at the people around you, look at the things that you have, and realize that happiness is a starting point. Start with happiness today. Choose happiness today, so that you can get all those things that you want, and they can come to you, and you'll find pleasure in those things in a different kind of way. They're not going to be the answer to your life now. Now they're just going to be something that brings you pleasure, and that's what it's all about. So, really simple lesson today. Be happy. Be happy right now. And you'll find that you all those things that you want, they become that much easier to get into your life. So look forward to seeing you next week. I got a big surprise we'll show you guys next week. But until then, have a great week, and I'll talk to you soon.